Goes to show, don't discount little free libraries. Because he's like Captain No Commitment. Well, hello, I'm Erica. I am odd. It is like the last somewhat fall day we're gonna have for 10 days. So we're doing it up. It's only supposed to be like 70 today, so I finally got to break out one of my new sweaters. I am going thrifting today, by the way, when we go to this cafe. We're going to the one I always go to, you know the drill. But I want to thrift a little bit while I'm there. I found some good stuff the other day, so either way, I have a little haul for you guys later, but this is one of the sweaters I got. I'll do an outfit of the day. Why do I always go this way? I always go the wrong way. I think I just get into like the habit of going a certain way to get there, but I end up having to turn around at some point. It's like, I'm gonna consciously make an effort to go the right way this time. But it's gonna be like 85 for 10 days, which isn't fun. I like cold weather, sue me. But today is only like 70. It's very la 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 vibes, right? Gilmore Girls fans, it's very hoa hoa outside from a Twilight fans. It's what it is. It's where I thrive. Let me roll down the back windows, see if that's any better. I just realized I had my windows down because it's so nice, but the audio messes up. But for anybody wondering, yes, I still love going to cafes even though I own my own coffee company. Listen, I love...
Disconnected.
All right. I just love going to small local cafes. I like supporting other businesses too. I think a lot of people like get confused that once you have your own business, it's like, I think some people get into this mindset that everyone is the enemy. Like anybody else that's in your field is like the enemy. And that's just like not the case for me. That's not how I live my life. So like, it will never stop me from going and supporting one of the local cafes that I love and like their bookstore. So I may stop into the bookstore. I may not. I haven't decided. I kind of want to see if they have a physical copy of the Pumpkin Spice Cafe because I would love to support them by buying a copy. I read it last year and it's just really good. It's like a cute little fall vibe. Their new book just came out. So I'm finishing Daydream this weekend. I might even finish it today in this vlog. Then I'm starting the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, which is the sequel to the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. And then I already pre-ordered the other 2 Kindle books from her because I like it. It's a cute little series. And then I actually downloaded these little fall novellas. They're like 100-page books, like 66 pages, and it's just a cute little fall vibe, so I may read those before I get to the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Which honestly, the bookstore that I go to in the cafe, like they literally are Pumpkin Spice Cafe and Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Like they're just the cutest little places. All of the nice weather vibes, guys, because it has been a week for me. Like really, really rough. But it couldn't have come at a better time because this is the only weekend that I truly have like no events. Every single weekend in September is booked for me, which is fantastic. Business is awesome. But it's just sort of like how I look at the universe of like, oh, the universe knew that I was gonna have this bad week and I needed a weekend to just like feel it. And I did. I was very sad yesterday for a lot of the day, honestly. I can't get into it for legality reasons, but just know that everything should be fine. I'm fine. Life is just sometimes weird, you know? Maybe I'll talk about it one day, but I really am fine. But yeah, so it was just a long week and a rough week, and on top of that, just working at the trailer and then at the repair shop, and I needed to have like a day where like I just go get my little drink and I go to my favorite cute little town next door to mine and go see all of the people that work at the bookshop that I love talking about books with. Whenever I go in there, it's like a half an hour because we all just talk about new releases. But I just need those like positive vibes around me. My pop-ups have been going really well. Everybody is like super positive and responsive in both of the communities I like regularly go to. I wanted to tell you guys about this great conversation I actually had the other day. This lovely woman came up to my trailer, just said like she had seen me in the paper and wanted to check it out, and we talked for like 10 minutes about our pumpkin gardens. I just have a pumpkin garden. She has like a squash garden. It's crazy. She's like eggcorn squash and winter squash and pumpkins. So we like had the most wholesome conversation for 10 minutes about just pumpkins and gardens, and it was so just wholesome, and it made my entire week. And it's, of course, she had no idea that I was having a bad week or a bad day, but it was just such a positive little interaction that I was like, this just really kind of flipped the last end of my week around. But my pumpkins, I fear that they're all gonna come in at once. So I think like in one of these vlogs, it's gonna be me being like, hey, we're literally just baking today, and it's gonna be like pumpkin bread and pumpkin muffins and stuff that I can just give out to my neighbors and friends. All right, I can see the cafe. I'm gonna find a parking spot, and then it's on. I've been watching a lot of New Girl. So I actually stopped by the little like free library here, and it's usually full of like a bunch of just prayer stuff and Bibles and all of that. But I think I might have found like something actually good, and it's in brand new condition. Siren and Soulmate to King of Night, a strange hymn. All your debts must be repaid. It looks kind of spooky. I've never heard of this author, but I think I'm gonna actually take this one, and then I'll bring back, I have ones like stocked up in my room. I just wasn't expecting this today, but I'm gonna bring to trade this because it's like brand new. This is crazy. Yeah, it's not even marked or anything. Goes to show, don't discount little free libraries. Hi, how are you? Can I do a small iced lavender latte with almond milk? And then can I do the gluten-free carrot cake too? My iced coffee is half water, but that's fine. It's still good. Okay, time to head home because my parking limit's gonna be up, so I gotta go. Also, I'm actually gonna listen to the audiobook Daydream on my way home because I really didn't have any time to read in the cafe today, which was fine. It was actually really busy, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get my work done and go home. Thank God for my noise canceling headphones. Oh my God. That's one of the best purchases I've ever made in my life. Saved me so many times. Hopefully I can finish Daydream today. Also, that book I got out of the little library, I did some research on it. Turns out it's a series, and that's the second book. Says it right on the cover. That's what tipped me off that it's a series. And it looks really good. It's only like 300-ish pages. It looks like another romantasy series. So I think once I get close to finishing Akatar, I may start that one. Yeah, what a nice little gem to find in that library. Whoever donated that, you're a real one. Oh, hey, hi. Hello there. I've been watching a lot of Star Wars. It's been a few days since the last clip that you saw. I got home from my fun little excursion, and I've been having an issue with a filling that I have. For those of
you that don't know, I have really awful like teeth genetics, and I've been having just issues with a recent filling that I got refilled from years ago, because sometimes your fillings can fail. Fun. I got home from just like being out and about. I got kind of tired, and then I woke up the next day and it was like really hurting. I was like, okay, clearly something's wrong. Went into the dentist, had it refilled and fixed, and then I was talking really funny for a few days, and then I actually have to go back and get more dental work done. So that's just like so fun for me. But if I'm talking funny or I lisp a little bit, that's why. And it goes for like the next few weeks of vlogs. If I'm talking funny, like funnier than I usually do, I know I have like multiple accents because everyone is from everywhere with the people I'm related to, so I just have a lot of accents. That's why. But I did want to still close out this vlog for you guys with like a mini thrift haul, because I didn't find too much wealth thrifting, but I did find some gems that I want you guys to see. Can I like get into frame? Okay, so this is the first thrift find that I got. I love it. It's a little bit big. It's like a large, it's really long, right? But it's like a sleep shirt for me, like a hangout shirt, so I love it. But it says Gerrymain County Fair featuring Pennywise the Dancing Clown, and it has Tim Curry as Pennywise. So this was like such a find. It's not even like worn really or anything. This is like the style of the graphic. It's supposed to look a little bit worn, but like the shirt itself is in perfect condition. I don't think anybody even wore this. So I've been loving this. But you guys saw the striped sweater earlier in this vlog that I thrifted. Love it. And then I got this little gem, this little mushroom sweater. I just think it's so cute. I haven't really tried it on, but it's a small, right? So we're gonna see if it fits. Maybe I'll try it on now because I did wash it. I don't know, guys. The true test right here. Oh my god, it fits perfectly. It must have been a little bit stretched out then because this like was in the smalls, extra small, so I was nervous. But oh my god, it's so cute. I can't wait to wear this. Oh my god. Never mind my towel and like everything hanging on the back of my door constantly. Now the weather needs to get nice, I swear to god. Also, another gem I found. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna style it yet, but I did want to show it to you. It's still drying. I'm hang drying it, right? But it's a dress by Anthropologie that's an extra small, but I know this will fit because it's a little big. But it's just this taupe sort of sweater dress. It's not super form-fitting, but I think that I can style this in kind of like a fun way. So I'm like, at the end of the day, it's a nice brand. It's not stained. It's perfectly put together. It has pockets. Oh, okay, I'm sold. I'm figuring out how to style this. This dress has pockets. Are you joking? Okay, I want to lay down. I got tired. So let's talk about Daydream. Also, I don't know what's going on here. My eye is not bruised, but there's like a weird shadow no matter how I've been sitting. But without further ado, let's talk about Daydream. I saw that there were some mixed reviews, right? Because I feel like if you read Icebreaker or Wildfire, you had like some large expectations from Henry's book, you know. The camera's getting heavy. I've been listening to Jake Weber constantly and I can't stop. Just Jake and Johnny, their music constantly, sorry. Stuck in my head. But with this, it's like, it brings different vibes to the function than Icebreaker and Wildfire did. Spoiler alert a little bit. I'm not gonna like ruin the whole thing, but light spoilers, if you will. It focuses a lot on neurodivergency and what it is to live as a neurodivergent person and go through school as a neurodivergent person, especially an undiagnosed one. Now, I did not go through school undiagnosed. I got diagnosed like at age like 6 or 7 or something. I was in elementary school. So I've always known, but I've met people that like later in life, they got diagnosed. And like a lot of their life started to actually make sense. And so like with Daydream, it showed a lot of that. Oh, there we go. I was able to set up the tripod kind of nice. So this is like a friend to lovers romance. So it's not gonna have the same vibes as Icebreaker because that's enemies to lovers. And then it's not gonna have the same vibes as Wildfire because that's sort of like strangers to lovers. Or like a one night stand turned into a relationship type thing. I think if you go into this series with like only the mindset of spice and smut instead of like caring about the characters and like their trials and tribulations in their lives, you're not gonna have a good time. I think if you go into any book like that, you're not gonna have a good time. But that's just my personal opinion. Overall, I did give it 5 stars. I will say I love the neurodivergent representation in it, and I think it really represents like what it is to be a people pleaser, because here's the thing, if you couldn't tell by everything about me, I am not a people pleaser in the sense of strangers, right? I won't do everything for everyone else that's a stranger, but if you're someone in my life and I love you, I will go to the ends of the earth for you, whether you're like a friend or a family member or a significant other. Once you're in, you're in. I will do whatever I can in my life to help us all grow as people. But like even like recently I had to draw firm boundaries because people were taking too much from me and my cup was becoming empty. And they didn't appreciate that I set boundaries, and that told me exactly why they were there in the first place and that I was correct to distance myself. And it's so, I have that aspect of people pleasing of like, I love people in my life so fiercely until I'm like used and it's a problem. And I'm like, oh, okay, no, this is not how we will be hanging out. This is not what will be acceptable from now on. But I really related to Hallie in that sense of like, you just have to sometimes draw the line and be like, you are stretching me too thin. Here's what needs to happen. And people will either want to be in your life or they will try and gaslight you and try and make you feel guilty for prioritizing your own life. And those are people that you don't need in your life. I think that Daydream has a lot of really good messages. I think that it's a cute little romance. I will say that Russ and Aurora are still my favorite couple thus far, but I think there's going to be another book after this for sure, because we have to see JJ's love life, right? I feel like JJ's love life would be so interesting. And everybody's always talking about how like he goes through partners left and right, and then spoiler alert, major spoiler alert, we find out at the end of Icebreaker that he does actually have a committed partner at the end of it. And I'm like, I want to know everything. I want to know how they met, if he made the first move, if they rattled his confidence, because JJ is for sure the most confident dude in this whole series. And so I want to see that, like, that person that just shifted him, because he's like Captain No Commitment, and I want to see that person that is like his person that changed his whole vibe and perspective. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I will be starting, let me see here, is it on my Kindle yet? I've decided I'm gonna start Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. One of my best friends, she's a reader too, and she is waiting to start the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. She's like trying to hold off for October, but I have a bunch of like scary books that I have lined up for October, so I'm trying to go through my cute fall stuff in September. And we all know that my scary books go year round, but still. Oh my god, it's Hazel's story. Let's go. I'm probably gonna start that after I finish this vlog, but the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore is up next. That's gonna be our next cutesy little read. I'm working my way through Court of Wings and Ruin. I promise I am. I'm determined to finish the U-book by this year because she's coming out with a new one next year, which I am pumped for, so it's the vibes. But I'm gonna read and hang out and relax and let my tooth relax because I've been talking a lot. But I think that's going to be it for today's vlog. Please let me know what your favorite pre-fall or fall read has been so far. Book recommendations are always appreciated. And please be sure to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.